Falcons taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Play action now, Prescott.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Troy Anderson. He's on his way.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, on the opening drive, he was looking for a big chunk play. Unfortunately, that time, the secondary was ready for it. Charles picked it off. Not only that, they take it the other way for points.
Preparation, research, it all comes back to that, BJ. Scouting your opponent, not just the players, but the coaches too, and seeing what they call to begin a game, find out their tendencies. They recognized the early deep ball was part of their opposing game plan, and they weren't caught off guard when it showed up.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Cowboys nothing. Bradley Pinion sets their kickoff.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys. The try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10.
Just shy of the 30.
A man who was a collegiate standout nearby in Austin, it's Bijan Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's 2nd down.
2 yards.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Ritter.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9. Prescott now. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 22 yards there. A 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson. His first catch, good for 8 and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
7-yard line.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw. Prescott. Going right back to Ferguson. That one goes for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just have receivers find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Bud Dupree, a former 1st-round pick, in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Prescott off play action. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Touchdown! Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just a 2nd drive. They've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Back to throw, Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Patterson fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Third and goal, Ritter with it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal.
From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here's Pollard again. Just a yard in the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
3rd and short yardage, Prescott. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, here's your first example of how this guy can beat you in more ways than one, because they took away his arm, but he was more than happy to dissect them with his legs for that first down pickup.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, go to 54, go to 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Out of the gun, here's Prescott.
That is caught by him.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott.
And the Cowboys will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now he's free at the 35.
And down to the 16-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's Ritter. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think that Patterson? Now he's free at the 35. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Cordero Patterson, 70 yards. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Trying to improvise. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change. Because otherwise, that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 8. Lamb in motion left. And with a play clock about to expire, Mike McCarthy's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here go 46.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. A gain of just 1. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Gallup in motion right. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Dallas, Texas is the spot. 3rd quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. He's got a man complete. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Mac Hollins taking it in. And the Falcons have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play, and just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had that lead that is now gone. It is completely gone. How does that affect the psyche? Or am I reading into that too much? They should be okay still?
No, you're not reading into it too much at all. You've got to wonder what the psyche is of a team, because once you build up a lead and things are rolling pretty well, you don't expect it to change. And for it to change this dramatically, and now they're the team doing the chasing, yeah, you want to check out where they are mentally and whether or not they have it in them to come back. We'll soon find out.
Yeah, they're on their heels a bit right now.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than
10. Now Prescott. He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?